This is all, again, a part of the radio station takeover, 100.9 KRZQ. That's would be Null Detector from Fear, of
yes.
which a band, in my opinion, a punk rock band who is often overlooked.
Which is just
true.
a great wrong.
They're very overlooked. And they started in 1979, so they've been around quite a while.
Quite a while.
A lot of people, they think punk rock, even if you go old school, straight edge or not, you have the Ramones, Minor Threat, Bad Religion, Black Flag, but, a lot of people don't necessarily lump Fear into that category.
Oh, which they should.
Exactly.
They absolutely should.
Agree wholeheartedly.
I mean, great. They were, I know they weren't initially from LA, but they were just really seminal Los Angeles hardcore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so fantastic. I mean, they really, the punk rock ethos was just seething from them. They're a great band. We had the opportunity of meeting Leaving when AFI started and we were 15, and we went to see Fear, and we met him in the bar next door, and he let us come around back afterwards and help load his gear, which was a big experience for us.
That was a treat right there.
It was.
Wow.
And there's somewhere there's a picture. There's like a glossy photo of all of 1991 era AFI with Fear, and it was Lee and Philo and Spit Sticks, but Durf wasn't in the band at the time.
What a motivational way to really, you walk away and you kind of take it in the next day, like, hey, we were just with Fear last night.
It was cool. I had a similar experience. Stuff like that continually happens because we're really big fans of music, and the artists that we listened to, whether it was growing up or even now, mean a lot to us. And recently my friend was out to dinner with Bob Mould, and
wow.
And he texted me, my friend texted me and said, Bob really likes Black Audio. I told Jade, I'm like, wow, Bob Mould really likes Black Audio. that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
so
that's only really huge. Again, and those who aren't aware of who Bob Mould is, I mean, when you have, again, another seminal band like Husker Du to fall back on it, and another band yet overlooked from that whole era of the mid to late 80s of what is, I guess, true alternative in punk rock.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, they were definitely a part of that, seminal kind of alt rock, postmodern MTV type vibe. Yeah. Husker Du was.
Would you agree, Jade, that they're like a 120 minutes, if we can reference that?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that
old
whole
school MTV band. Right?
Yeah.
They had the punk element to them, but they also had this melodic alternative side that was really nice.
It was really killer. Yeah. I mean, once you got past the really early stuff, I mean, very similar to their city mates, the Replacements, in that respect. If you go back to the early Replacements, and it was, Sorry Ma was very, very aggressive. Even
if you want to touch on that too, look at the first few Soul Asylum records too.
That's I haven't actually done that myself, but that's what I've heard. And my friend Damien, who was with Bob, and Damien's in that band, blanked up. effed up.
They played Coachella last year.
That would be the one.
Yes.
I brought him record shopping in Oakland. There's this great record store in Oakland called 1234 Go. It's this tiny little record store, and so I brought him there because he's a huge collector, and he pulled out Dave Perner's first 7-inch.
Wow.
And it was some hardcore band, and I'm like, I didn't know of it, but I had heard that Dave was in a hardcore band, and I still don't remember the name, even though he showed it to me. But he showed me. He's like, yeah, this is it. This was there.
Have you heard it before?
I've never heard it. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't either. So I don't know what type. I would imagine, being that if you listen to Soul Asylum, I would imagine this to sound like early Replacements, just because Soul Asylum is reminiscent of later Replacements.
Because I would think that might almost be on the same lines of Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against
the Machine. Inside Out. Yeah, which you can kind of see that.
Same thing.
Yeah, that connection there.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What else do you guys want to play?
Oh, you know what I'd like to play? I'd like to play a song from our friends who will be coming on tour with us in Europe in April. It's a band called The Deer and Departed.
Okay.
And they are, Dan, our buddy in the band, is from New Zealand. And actually more people probably know him now. Although I haven't seen it, I am pretty positive that he is on the television program Los Angeles Inc. And with Kat Von D, that is correct. And he's a tattooist, and he also has a band that's been on tour with us a few times. But they just put out an EP.
Is it the Chapters EP?
It is Chapters, and I would like to play the song "Tambourine Love," which this EP, which I've been listening to, kind of reminds me of Stone Roses a bit. Which their last record was more reminiscent of like the Church, and this to me has a more Stone Roses vibe, which is really nice because you can't have enough Stone Roses in your life.
Well, it's
maybe we could play some Stone Roses after.
It's the world is your oyster.
It's not on my iPod, but I see that you have a music machine there.
We have a music machine. We've got the reissued version of the first CD here in the building. I mean, if you want it, we've got it.
Okay, maybe let's play some Stone Roses after. That'd be
nice.
Make
that happen. This is again Tambourine Love from The Deer and the Departed. Congratulations, by the way, on the release of, and we'll touch on the song here in a split second, but congratulations on not only the release of Crash Love, but the success that you guys have been enjoying so far with this record. So
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Tambourine Love from The Deer and the Departed. It's 100.9 KRZQ.
We think.